This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Oh, yes, gold, all right. We've got Matt Hearn, our West Australian Olympian, who's now a two-time gold medalist in the dinghy class.
What a show-off.
I know, and it was really dominant. If you're watching, you saw that Matt absolutely caned him. It was just a matter of just going over the line in race 3. Matt, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Matt. So to be part of the winning tally for Australia, which is our
record-breaking
tally, how does that feel knowing that you're one of those gold medals?
Yeah, it's really special. I think, we also, the day that I won the gold medal was equal best day.
Yes, it was an absolute pearler, wasn't it?
Australia as well. And
yeah,
so that was a really cool experience too. And I think even though I was quite late in the day, I think I kicked things off, and then the Pursuit boys and then Nina followed. And it was just all happening. So, yeah, a pretty special experience to be a part of that success, that's for sure.
Okay. To understand that you got to fly on the pointy end of the plane.
Yeah, that was a nice perk.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen much for an athlete, does it?
No, exactly. Yeah, I guess obviously Qantas puts on the charter flight back to Sydney. So it's a nice perk that they look after the medalists and get us at the front of the plane. Which did
you want to sit down the back with your friends like the skateboarder?
Yeah, that was a surprise. We arrived in Perth and someone told me that story, and I was like, no way.
No, not giving that up.
Yeah, exactly. The one chance I get to sit at
the front man, I would be for sure. So. The gold medal itself, it was really interesting. We had a conversation about it on the day that you were so far in front, but the race when it started, the last race that is, there was no wind around and there was a bit of a delay. And then the guy that was closest to you, was he from?
Cyprus.
Cyprus, yeah. He had a bit of a false start where he got penalised. So you had him in your rear vision mirror, so to speak. So you had him absolutely covered. But then towards the end of the race, it got canned again because of the wind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was sort of one of those ones where, I don't know, you start to feel like you've got it in one hand.
And,
yeah, you're almost there. And obviously I was in quite a good position from a points point of view anyway. But, obviously nothing's over until it's over. And, for them to cancel the race, it's something that never happens, especially when we're broadcasted. So it was a surprise. It was frustrating. Yeah.
What did you have to say to yourself after that? Because now you've got to do it again. And what happens if something goes wrong? You might think.
In a million years, I would be like, I'm not doing it again.
I couldn't believe it, especially after having I had to wait a day.
Yeah.
No win the day before. So, I guess all that waiting had already happened. But, once the frustration had kicked in, it was sort of let that emotion go, let it happen for a couple of minutes and, regroup and understand that, they've got to go do it again.
What's the experience like for the sailors? Because, I mean, at just about every games, you're well away from the village and away from the main centre of action. You can't. So you guys were in Marseille, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So what was the accommodation like, and do you get the same vibe or
the same beds?
We're actually really lucky, especially in Marseille, that they just had 2 hotels as our village, so to speak. And really nice hotels as well. So the beds
like a pillow menu and stuff.
Pretty much, and the catering as well. The hotels looks after the catering for the village as well. So it meant that we'll
you could get meat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we felt quite spoiled, especially once we went up to Paris and experienced what everyone else is. And I was we were very lucky, and they did a great job. They put on a great show for us, and it was really nice.
Matt, in Tokyo, you were dominant as well.
You're just really good at this.
Yeah, so through the season when you're normally racing overseas, and particularly in Europe, you just blow these guys away left, right and centre?
Not so much. I think the games itself, it really suits my style. I'm quite a consistent sailor. I don't sort of get first and then 20th in
yeah, right. So, you're racking up points in every round.
Yeah, and I think once you get to the games and the pressure is piled on for everyone, that I think that consistency just really starts to show. And, both in Tokyo and Paris, that was such a big thing because we had such a wide range of conditions as well. So, I think that's the main thing. It's just, I was sort of able to deal with that pressure a bit more than others. And I think that what we do in Australia just, it comes to the forefront when we get to the games. And, we're just really good at peaking, I guess.
It's amazing.
I was telling you earlier on, I was reading an article by Sally Pearson about the come down that Olympians have when they come back. But yet, have you got competition happening very soon?
No, I'm fortunate they get the season done and dusted, so our worlds get done early in the year, and then, once...
So you're on holidays now?
I'm purely on
Look how relaxed you are.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Have you experienced of anything of what Sally's saying?
Oh, 100%, yeah. We talk about it a lot, that our plan post-Olympics is almost just as important as the plan and leading up to the games, because, like sort of Sally says, if if you come and you have nothing planned, you can quite easily find yourself in a bit of a hole and a bit of a rut.
Of course.
Yeah.
And the days blur together.
Yeah. Once the ticker tape parade stop, it's like...
Yeah, you go from being in the limelight as well, especially if you're successful.
Well, I mean, you're in the dizzy highs of Kewdale Primary School,
exactly.
so that's... I mean,
really hitting it.
I mean, Sally Pearson never got that, just saying. Let's talk closing ceremony, because you carried the flag. What was that like?
That was an experience, yeah. I guess first and foremost, never expected to do it.
It's an honour,
I guess. Obviously Matt Belcher, another sailor, did it in Tokyo. So I sort of thought, they won't give it to another sailor this time. And obviously such a successful Olympics as well. I almost thought that Jess Fox had it in the bag to do both the opening and closing.
Yeah.
But obviously super fortunate that, Anna gave me the call up and asked if I wanted to come and do the closing.
So did she just ring you? How did you find out?
Yeah, I was actually at the hockey at the time. I was watching the bronze medal match of the hockey and got a phone call from Anna and sort of, first thing is, what have I done wrong? Or
what have they found out about?
Yeah, exactly. Or she's maybe just calling to congratulate me on the success and things like that. But she just asked me if I wanted to do it, and quite emotional time. And I was with my wife at the time, so got to share that with her too, which was really special. So.
Is it a lot of standing around? Like, is it? Because, I mean, it looks glamorous on TV. We see for maybe 10 minutes. But is it a lot of waiting in the wings?
And will someone hold this flag for me?
Yes. I guess as a team, you sort of get told you have to sort of meet around 4:30, and then I guess the official stuff doesn't start till about 9 p.m. So
wow. Okay, that's a long day.
About 2 hours waiting for a bus and...
But how iconic for you to be the first off the plane? Like, you're the first, that hangar situation, which looks like something, from an American movie.
Yeah, for sure, no.
And then you walk out, and for this Olympics, the iconic moment for our Olympians coming off the plane is you. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty special. I think we obviously got carted down to the back of the plane because they wanted to get us to get off at the back, and obviously Kaylee and I were supposed to be the first two off, and try to do the right thing and say, Kaylee, you go first, you go first. And she's like, no, you have to go first. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then you get home and you see it on the news and things like that, and you're front and
you
centre.
pushing Kaylee out of the way.
And I'm like, that looks like I've just been this guy that's just pushed through to be first off the plane.
Hey, Matt, when you turned up today, all of us wanted to feel how heavy the gold medal was. We wanted to see it around.
You know what? Actually, I think, where's Mrs. Long, the lovely teacher? Amy, Miss Long, is she here anywhere?
She's over there.
Mrs. Long, come over here. I think we should get you to feel the weight of a gold medal because you are the reason why we are here. So, Matt, could you do a medal presentation to Mrs. Long? Okay, everybody. So, Mrs. Long, everybody.
Somewhat appropriately dressed as a pirate for a sailing gold.
Shall we all sing the Australian national anthem while she gets it? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. Miss Long, how heavy is it?
This is really heavy. I feel like I should own it. I don't know if I can get it off.
Do you want to, bite it like all the... metal? Iconic. That's so good.
So Matt, I asked the one about Tokyo. They similar in a sense.
Yeah, very, very similar in some way. Obviously, both gold, which is nice. But, very similar weights. I think this one just edges it out as from a weight point of view. But they've done a fantastic job. I think, obviously they put the Eiffel Tower in there, which is just a really nice touch. And
I'm worried about the structural integrity of the Eiffel Tower and where they took that from.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's a really nice medal. Obviously, the Tokyo one has its own little things as well.
What did the Tokyo one have that was a bit different?
I think
some sushi.
They tried to do the whole recycling thing for Tokyo, so it's made out of the recycled phones, and which is a really nice touch. But I think just the Paris is sort of obviously being the fashion capital, I guess.
Next level.
They've sort of taken it to the next level, and you sort of put them together, and you can see that the Paris one's probably just got a bit more of an edge.
There you go.
Good.
I mean, that's as it should be.
I've got none of them. Just having a look around, Matt does not have his gold medal with him at the moment. The kids were having a look at it. First of all, Matt, you said you don't get sick of that.
No, definitely not. No, it's it's one of those ones where obviously you sort of meet people, and obviously of all different ages as well, and everyone's so stoked.
Whilst the kids are pretty right, there are a lot of dads lining up to have a look at it too, just quietly.
The amount of dads that have taken it off a child just then and put it around their own necks and like this.
From a basic point of view, when people go, this is Matt Hearn, he's a Olympic gold medalist. Just hearing, I mean, that's going to be forever.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously went through that after Tokyo, and people introduce you as Olympic gold medalist, and then you obviously get the...
And you're like, I'm a person too.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're not
exactly. you get to things like the OAM and stuff like that as well, and you get introduced like that. But then, now sort of coming back this time, people are saying 2-time Olympic gold medalist.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it just sort of adds that little extra ring to it.
Really
Crazy.
It makes you pinch yourself.
I'm looking at your hoodie right now. Are you worried about washing that in case it pills?
Yeah, actually, this is probably the first time I've actually worn it.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's one of those. Obviously, you go to 35 degrees in Paris and in France.
Didn't need it.
Yeah, you don't need any of this stuff. So, it sort of brought out the woodwork for today and the nice weather we've got today.
Were they Australian issue Olympic pants as well?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, they're just yours? Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Are we going to get you to read a bit of a book?
Yes, because it is book
I
week.
think so.
Hey, kids. Hello,
Gather
everybody.
round.
Who would like to hear a little bit of a book reading from an Olympian? Everyone sit down, gather
we'll sit
round,
down.
gather round.
You sit on the story chair there, Matt.
Here we go. Matt's on the story chair. Come on, everyone get close. This is going to be a gold medal Olympic reading.
What book have you chosen, Matt?
Well, it's William is a Star. It's one of the School of Monsters books by Sally Rippon.
Great.
All right,
Great
everyone.
choice.
Here we go.
So some monsters dance and some like to sing, but all monsters shine in at least one thing.
Oh, it's hard to turn the pages while you're holding a microphone as well, isn't it?
I need more hands.
Yes.
Like green monsters, William, who is terribly smart, he's a good at maths and he's good at art.
Oh. Are you going to explain the pictures to us?
Is there one that's good at sailing?
Unfortunately not, no. But Will has a secret he's too scared to say. Will wants to act in the monster school.
Oh, we just... keep going. Oh, give him your mic, Nath.
We need some Mike Agra.
Yeah.
Shaun, not here.
What you don't know about William just yet is that when he's nervous, he starts to fret.
Oh, I was going to say he starts to wet.
Yes, I thought that would rhyme perfectly.
It's a bit like me, really. He wibbles and wobbles and tugs at his hair. His tummy feels funny and lets out some air.
Oh, he's farting.
Shaun, you've been there.
I feel like one's coming now. One in the chamber.
I think I noticed a bit of a trend with the books. Will stands on stage and tries not to think about what they'll say if he lets out a stink.
Oh, Shaun doesn't care when he lets out a stink.
No.
I know, his bum's terrible. I know, I've just told the Mad Hatter that. And she agrees.
He takes a deep breath and looks down at his boot. But when everyone's quiet, his bottom goes toot.
Oh. And do you know how a toot would go, Matt? Could you make a noise with your mouth?
I can try.
Go.
Oh, yep, pretty effective. Pretty effective, as it turned out. Oh,
Harry, get the microphone away from your bum.
Will jumps up in fright and he tugs at his hair, but jumping around only lets out more air.
Oh, this
Of
is
course.
a real issue.
Got to shake it out the bottom of your trackies.
Yeah, here we go.
Each time poor Will stomps his boot on the ground, his bottom lets out yet another loud sound.
I think that's all we should make Matt do. How about that?
yeah, that's right.
Matt,
You've done
everybody.
a great job.
Well done, everybody.
Olympic gold medalist Matt Hearn.
Just read to you all about farting. What an inspiration.
Because he's classy.
Go for gold, kids.
Thank you so much for coming down. It's an absolute
Yeah,
honour to
thanks,
meet
Matt.
you,
It is
dual Olympic gold medalist. And are we going around again? LA?
Yeah, potentially. Three-peat sounds pretty good.
It
So
does.
Yeah, I think
If
so.
it's good enough for Dawn Fraser, it's good enough for Matt Hearn.
exactly right. Yeah.
All right, a big Kewdale Primary School thank you to Matt Hearn.
It's...
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Well, the AFL season has come to almost an end at the moment, but this weekend plays a huge part in how the finals form.
Yeah.
We've got the Fremantle Dockers,
Yes.
who are sitting in 9th position at this point in time. Love the purple.
Yes, look at him go.
They are hoping for one of three teams to lose. Now,
Yeah.
let's go through them.
So
First
there's
of
so
all,
many
Saturday.
permutations here as to how that final eight could be made up, isn't there?
Yes, because, well, we'll start with the Dockers, and they're in 9th position. So they are hoping either Hawthorn loses to North Melbourne, which is probably not
Unlikely.
That's
Okay.
unlikely. Then they need, if that doesn't work out, on Sunday, the first game that they've got to kind of pray for is that the GWS Giants, who have won 7 games in a row, beat the Western Bulldogs in Ballarat.
Yes. Ballarat famously very cold, hopefully, for you guys.
The weather's going to be okay on the
Oh.
weekend.
Sorry.
So the last time those two teams played in Ballarat, the Giants beat the Bulldogs there. So
Okay.
if you go, okay, well, there's certainly a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
One team's higher than the other. Giants are higher than the Western Bulldogs, but the ladder really doesn't really amount to much at this point of the year because all those teams in and around.
And it's been all over the shop all
9 to
season.
10.
That's why we're in this situation now.
For sure. So then after that game, that game will be played in like 11:40 WA time. We'll be able to see that on Fox. And then followed by that will be their last chance, which is St Kilda, coached by Ross Lyon, former Dockers coach. He needs to get his side up to beat Carlton if indeed it comes down to that game, for then Fremantle to have a chance to make.
And then Fremantle still have to win.
They still have to win.
As a football fan, is this an exciting round?
Yes.
Well, I think so, yes. There's 10 teams who can... No.
But I saw Justin Longmuir on the news and I heard him talking about how if the players don't normally watch games, do not watch these games this week.
Yeah,
they
right.
said just switch off.
It'll
They said,
get in your head.
Don't get into your head.
But they will know what they need to do
Yes.
by the time they play, which is a good position to be in.
Yeah, most definitely, and that can work for you or against
Yes.
you. But there's, Fremantle, for example, is playing Port Adelaide. Now, Port Adelaide need to win this game to finish second. If they don't, if they finish second, then they get home finals.
Yes.
You get an easier run towards a grand final experience, a grand final shot.
Yes.
So that's a big deal. The GWS Giants need to win their game against the Western Bulldogs to be able to stay in the top 4, get a home final themselves. But also the Western Bulldogs, if they don't win, they're out.
Yes. There's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on.
on.
What's not going on down in the Cattery on the weekend is the fact that the Eagles are going to get pumped.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They really are going to get pumped. And I was having a look at the odds for the West Coast Eagles to lose by 56.5 points or less is $1.90, so almost double your money. I would suggest it's going to be north of 70. Andrew,
Then we could just put
Jeremy
these in
McGovern's
bed,
not
it's fine.
playing.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk to him.
Yeah.
He busted his thumb, Nath, 100 times over. He's got to get a recon.
So you're telling me we had Jeremy McGovern in yesterday for ages and none of us asked if he was playing?
No, because we talked to him about Book Week. We also talked about changing
his name. You know,
we hit the real good
big
stuff.
issues.
You know what we're like?
We are a true political a sporting show. We are top tier.
We are. And I'd just like to finish off by sticking it to East Fremantle Council yet again. Because the East Fremantle Football Club have not been able to play at their home ground for 3 years.
Yeah.
The council decided it was the right time to knock over the stand because they got a grant from the state government. Federal government chipped in a little bit of dollars, but $27 million from the state government to be able to build a new facility for the football club and also the croquet and bowling club.
Yeah,
so
and the community. It's a community facility.
We'll use it as a community centre. 3 years ago, they haven't been able to do a deal with the East Fremantle Footy Club because they've made...
So it's finished. Like it's...
Oh, okay. I thought either they'd signed up to niche living or something.
No. So they finished the development. It's that they now can't agree with the football club about how they're going to be in there.
Yes,
the tenants.
because the footy club needs to survive by making money. There's no fence around.
Well,
we discussed this years ago. When
so there's no fence, and they don't have the bar. Is
they
that
don't
right?
have the bar, so they're unable to make some money. They don't actually have a clubhouse. When you walk into any clubhouse, you go, oh, well, there's a premiership. No, East Fremantle's won the most premierships in WA. They won 30. They cannot show any of them.
Nowhere to put their trophies.
They've got no history or anything like that up there.
The Fremantle Dockers got some room in their cabinet.
Natalie, that was a cheap
Well, to be
line.
honest,
I wasn't ready for it.
To be honest,
I wasn't ready.
At Nova, there's some room in the trophy cabinet there as well. we've never won an award. That cabinet's been looking pretty bare. We actually store like an air fryer in it.
Yeah. So this weekend, tomorrow, there are 3 Colts games getting played at East Fremantle Oval. So 6 teams out of the local Colts competition.
So they're going to play there.
Are going to play
but
there.
You can go and watch for free because they can't charge you.
They're going to play there after each other, right?
Yep.
One of those teams that isn't playing is East Fremantle.
That makes no sense.
Is this the most stupidest thing? Are they getting worse? I don't know why they're playing these Colts games there, and I don't know why they chose to play a weekend when the East Fremantle Colts have got a bye. It's bloody pathetic.
Why don't you go down to the council and glue your hand onto the front door or something like those protesters do, Shaun? Really, stick it at them, you know what I mean? Tie yourself to a tree with a chain.
I think that the state government needs to step in here and just have a big meeting and go, hey, because local councils get carried away with themselves all the time. They think they're bigger than they are all the time.
I'll not have you diss my...
I would not.
That's my rates at work.
I tell you right, Shaun, the Bayswater Council is just, they're amazing.
What do you want to prove?
I've never been happier with a group of people, and I know they make me feel safe for where I live.
Oh, to destroy a club that's been in operation for 150 years to this point in time is disgusting. You need to have a hard look at yourselves, and the state government needs to step in because they had $27 million.
Yes, they're a stakeholder.
They go, hey, this is what it was for, as part of this. It's not just community money.
You ran over?
Say. Hey?
So rant over.
I could go for ages.
Oh, we know, but we can't go for ages.
Can I just say something before we wrap this up?
Yes.
I've been looking at you for about 1 hour and a half hours now, and that hair you've got on looks normal. Your
great.
Jim Carrey hair right now looks like it's yours.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.